Hey guys, welcome back to Board Watch. I'm Brian.
Jessica.
And I'm Joey.
And we are back for the back half of Season 8. So, Episode 4, looking like it's an hour and 28 minutes. That's with previews and with like the after special and stuff like that, so it's not going to be quite that long. But, so yeah, had some interesting thoughts over the past week with Episode 3.
Yeah.
It was a very polarizing episode, I will just say that.
Yeah, bittersweet.
Even though we may have criticisms for the episode, that doesn't mean that like we hate the show or anything like that. I think
or even the episode. I still enjoyed it thoroughly.
Let's hold the breath.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, it is still possible that the Whites will come back.
I still thoroughly enjoyed the episode for what it was, but going along with like the lore and the books and stuff like that, it definitely
there was some
left me wanting.
Also, some weird
things need to get tied up. I'll say that.
Yeah.
They don't even necessarily need to come back.
There's also some weird
1000%,
logic in the episode. Forgetting lore at all. Like there was also some just weird logic in the episode, like magical rocks that John hides behind that don't get blasted by lightning.
Fire.
And the Night King. We'll not get into it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of videos of people going on rants about Episode 3, but obviously we're still coming back to watch this because we still love the show.
Yeah, we're not we're not like boycotting.
So, anything that we want to say before going into Episode 4? We have an idea that Episode 5 is going to be the next big battle because it's the same director as Episode 3, the same director as Battle of the Bastards, Hard Home. So, like, we're assuming Episode 5 is going to be the big battle.
This will probably be a lot of Cersei and a lot of Euron. This will probably be a lot of Sansa.
There might be a little bit of stuff on the Iron Islands because we haven't heard from Yara in a little bit. Because Yara said she was going to try and take over the Iron Islands.
Yara's going to find out that her brother's dead. I'm pretty sure she already knows that.
Yeah.
She said bye.
So, I mean, it could just be like another build-up episode, which I'd be okay with just so that they don't, it
doesn't seem
so it's not
too
rushed.
Yeah,
also, it takes 4 months to get from Winterfell to King's Landing.
True.
So, if there's any, in Season 1, like, the first 3 episodes, like, were taking place over 4 months because, like, they were getting from Winterfell, taking the King's Road all the way down.
Depending on how many people they go with, too, like, less riders probably ride faster, too. Like, ride a little more efficiently, but still, you're right, if they're going to have an army go, it's about to be 4 months, probably.
Right. So...
That's a good point.
thinking just might be kind of a build-up episode, but it is a long episode, so a lot could still happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Not saying that it will be completely combat-free, because I don't want to make that bold of a prediction. We shall see. But, without further ado, Valar or Navis. I think Theon did have the best character arc.
Yeah.
He had so many ups and downs, and it was a satisfying end to that character.
I agree.
You are Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End, the lawful son of Robert Baratheon, because that is what I have made you.
To Lord Gendry Baratheon of Storm's End.
Wow, that's cool.
Now the Arya Gendry shippers are really going to be...
Oh, yeah.
See? You're not the only one who's clever.
He hasn't been clever since Dan and Dave have been writing for him.
You don't want it.
I don't really want anymore.
I envy you.
You shouldn't envy me. Mostly I live in the past.
We have to celebrate our victory.
Vomiting is not celebrating.
Yes, it is. To the Dragon Queen!
Sir Arya Stark, the hero of Winterfell.
Most people get bloody murdered. They stay that way. Not this one.
I didn't have much say in that.
He comes back and keeps fighting. Here, north of the wall, and then back here again. He keeps fighting. He keeps
This is the
fighting.
first time Daenerys actually found out he died because Davos
What kind of a person
stopped him from
climbs on
telling
a
her that in
fucking
Season
dragon?
7.
A madman!
Oh no, he's about to get into that right now.
Well, and the thing is, Varys always says for the good of the realm.
Right, true.
So now is Varys making a calculation of which of them is actually better for the realm?
True.
All I know is that you're beautiful, and I love you, and none of it will be worth anything if you're not with me. So be with me.
She's like, oh no. That's so not what she wants.
Be my wife, he proposes after one time.
And any lady would be lucky to have you.
But I'm no lady.
But I'm not a lady.
Damn.
I never have been. That's not me.
Season 1.
Damn. Heart ripped out of his chest.
Yeah.
How about Tormund Giantsbane? Has he grown on you? It was very sad when you left.
You sound quite jealous.
I do, don't I? It's bloody hot in here.
Subtle.
I've been waiting for that for a long time.
I don't know if I'm happy about these sex scenes we've been having recently.
Well, no, it's the thing. It's good for his character, though. It helps him get over Cersei.
Yeah.
That's true.
You didn't want to be king in the north. What happens when they demand you press your claim and take what is mine?
I refuse. You are my queen. I don't know what else I can say.
You can say nothing to anyone ever. Never tell them who you really are. Swear your brother and Samuel Tarly to secrecy and tell no one else.
I've never begged for anything.
She doesn't tell anyone so she doesn't lose her throne.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with love for him.
We can live together.
We can. I've just told you how.
God
Oh,
damn.
good lord. She's nuts.
It's your choice.
His face, it's your choice.
We made a deal long ago, do you remember? If anyone offered me money to kill you, you'd pay me double. What's Double River on? High Garden. You could be Lord of the Reach.
Highgarden, are you mad?
It's better than being dead.
He's not going to kill us. He wouldn't be talking.
No.
Some unfinished business.
Clegane Bowl.
Me too.
Oh, she's gonna kill Cersei. So she's gonna kill Cersei with like Jaime's face or something?
I don't know.
I don't plan on coming back.
The nights have been getting longer and there wasn't that much to do in Old Town. There's only so many books a person can read, so we...
I'm sure he knows how it happens. If it's a boy, we want to name him John.
I hope it's a girl.
Who are they gonna get mad at and see?
Maybe. Golden Company?
Yeah.
Or
with your arms
or just
Or yeah.
I don't know how good the Golden Company is in the sea.
True.
Can't be that happy.
No, something's gonna happen.
Oh shit! Who the fuck is that dragon stuff?
Oh my god!
You never fire that many in a row.
Oh yeah.
She's insane. Holy shit. Those wreck shots. Oh my god. Those things are not. Those are worse than cannibals.
Yeah, they are. Well, if they can take a dragon down.
Jesus.
You're really jump.
Because they can get armed too.
Yeah.
Sunday!
And they're,
Oh no.
they're gonna kill her
That might
instead.
piss Justin off.
These are the people you came here to protect. I beg you.
you, Your Grace. Do not destroy the city you came to save. Do not become what you have always struggled to defeat.
I'm here to free the world from tyrants.
You're becoming one.
That is my destiny. And I will serve it no matter the cost.
That's what a tyrant says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe in our queen. She'll make the right choice.
I don't think she will.
With the help of her loyal advisors.
You know where my loyalty stands. You know I will never betray the realm.
What is the realm? A vast continent home to millions of people, most of whom don't care who sits on the Iron Throne.
Millions of people, many of whom will die if the wrong person sits on that throne.
She's hateful. And so am I.
Come on, Jamie. I thought we were past this.
He's not saying he's trying to go back to her. He's just saying he's gonna go kill her.
No, he's not saying he's going to.
So he's going to say, like, he's saying like he's got to go save her.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. He's like, F you, I love Cersei.
I mean, it could be a front, but why would, why would it be a front to her?
That's true, but maybe the show is still.
Maybe those are his intentions going there, but once he gets there, he's gonna change his mind.
If not for yourself, then for your child. Reign is over.
Euron doesn't
That
know
doesn't
that Tyrion
mean your
knows
life
about
has
her
to end.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean your baby has to die.
What's Euron's reaction to this?
I don't know.
He may not piece it together yet.
I mean, he may not be the brightest, but like, he should be like, how does Tyrion know you're pregnant?
Yeah. He's just gonna kill the shit out of her. Oh, he's gonna cut her. Oh my god, he took her head. Oh shit. Oh, great.
Sorry, Justin.
Oh, Justin's
She's a
dying
monster
right
now.
Guys, Justin is dying right now. He's screaming. I wish we could have got his
I
reaction.
know.
He's screaming right now. Oh no. Oh, she's about to go insane.
Yeah.
Cersei knows how to
She's
get
about
people to go
insane.
She knew that would push her over the edge.
She's about to get on Drogon right now by a fight. And this is Tyrion's fault. She's gonna feel like
Well, but she was gonna
kill her anyway.
She was gonna kill her if she didn't.
She's gonna kill her either way. Oh, she truly is a monster. She's like,
Well,
I don't
we
care.
know this.
Yeah.
I
She
know.
blew up the.
She's that's how it ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow, this is gonna be insane.
All right, so end of the episode. As I said, with it being a very long episode, we couldn't rule out combat, and combat happened.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
I figured it would be something Greyjoy related. I believe before the episode I was talking more like the Iron Islands, but they just kind of glossed over that. They're just like, oh yeah, Yara took it over, and she claimed it in your name. I mean,
Not Yara, Euron.
Yara.
No, Yara.
Yes, Yara. Yara took over the Iron Islands.
Oh, sorry, I misheard that then during the episode.
Yeah, Yara.
Yara took over.
Yara's
the,
the one
yeah.
who's going to the
yeah,
Iron
she took
Islands,
over the
yeah.
Iron Islands.
I
and
thought maybe
Queensland.
Euron went back and
No.
conquered them.
No. Euron.
Euron's still in King's Landing.
Euron's been in King's Landing this whole time.
He was standing,
I mean,
standing next to.
It was an interesting ambush. Don't know how they knew that she was going to split her army with some at Dragonstone while they're waiting for the rest of the army to march down the King's Road.
Right.
It takes a while for them to march down the King's Road, but they also had to go to White Harbor and take a boat down. That would be a lot quicker, I feel.
Yeah. It's Rhaegal, by the way, not Viserion.
Yeah, Viserion.
Yeah, Viserion's already dead. Rhaegal. just died.
Rest in peace.
Sorry, Sabrina. It's
I thought it was Drogon that died.
No, Rhaegal. No, because
Drogon's
Daenerys is riding Drogon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's Rhaegal.
It's hard to keep track of all their names.
Yeah. So, other things to talk about. Obviously, they're building up the tension with Daenerys' own ranks.
Right. Especially now with Tyrion having a
Jon told Sansa to swear to not tell anyone.
She's going to tell everyone. Everyone's going to find out.
Yeah.
Well, I think Varys would be the one to say anything, if anything, too, because
Varys wouldn't know. Well, I mean, theoretically, Varys has ways of finding shit out anyway.
No, he already knows.
He already knows.
No, I know, but like I'm saying, if Sansa hadn't told Tyrion,
he already knew before that.
No, he didn't. Tyrion didn't know about the only. Remember, Daenerys said, "Make sure that Sam and Bran swear themselves to secrecy." The only 4 people that knew were Daenerys, Jon, Sam, and Bran. No, Tyrion didn't know prior to this episode. Prior to this episode, I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Yeah, prior to this episode.
Oh, yeah, prior to this
And it was Sansa that told Tyrion this episode.
Right.
Because, like they didn't actually outright say it, but, like, she's like, Tyrion, and then, like, stopped him from walking away, and that's what... And then Tyrion tells Varys...
Well, no, didn't when they walked up on the battlements on top, he said something about it not being... He's a Targaryen? Or was that after that scene? You remember what I'm talking about? Where she was like... He was talking about her being the one that's actually the one that's in control of the... in control of the North, because he's not even a full Targaryen. Or not even a full... Stark. He's half Targaryen.
No,
I think he just meant bastard.
Bastard.
I see what you mean.
So, the programmer of video games. A few words I have for this episode. 1, Mad Queen Cersei needs to die by dragonfire. 2, Jaime is a fool. Poor Brienne. And Bran is still being useless as always. 4, Tyrion, kill Cersei, please. Wait, but if Tyrion kills Cersei, then how does she die by dragonfire? I guess Tyrion could save Dracarys. 5, Jon, you better take the Iron Throne. 6, rip to Missandei and Rhaegal. Yeah, Missandei.
Missandei's a real one.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
We already kind of assumed that she was dead. And
I was really... I had Grey Worm pinned as dying.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, after the ships got attacked, they were already making it seem like she died.
Yeah.
But they just wanted to make it more visceral, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
So they brought her back and then just killed her right away again anyway.
Chopped off, yeah.
So, 6... rip to Missandei and Rhaegal. 7, if the Night King doesn't return, at least in a flashback, I'm going to be pissed. 8, burn them all, Dany. So, with that burn them all, who do you think is going to say burn them all? And because there was a couple of things that people were theorizing back in Season 6 when Bran was having all of those flashes. Because after we learned about the whole Hodor thing, how Bran could go back and just, like, someone just saying something... Get someone to just go crazy, and it's like burn them, Hodor, and then Bran touches the tree and he sees a bunch of flashes, and the king is just saying burn them all, burn them all, burn them all, he's just repeating over and over. And Jaime even confirmed it when he said, as he stabbed the king in the back, he just kept on repeating the same thing over and over and over. So there were people that thought that Bran might, or someone might warg into the past, into the Mad King. And while someone else is saying, burn them all, burn them all.
The thing is...
Like, was it one of the three-eyed ravens that made the Mad King go mad?
I feel like it might have been, or I feel like it's frustrating because I feel like it would be in the book, if anything, and now that they're not going to include it, I feel like the show's taken on...
No, that wasn't a book thing. That was in Season 6.
No, what I'm saying that, though, like, because that was in Season 6.
Yeah, that was in Season 6.
Oh, so that wasn't written.
Yeah, because Brett...
That wasn't written, and that was just show.
Yeah, that was in the show. Like, they were showing, like, flashes.
I forgot that was...
Like, Bran had, like, a bunch of different...
That'd be interesting to go back and look at all those flashes and see how much of that is already...
Well, there was a dragon flying over King's Landing.
Yeah.
In those flashes, I believe, so...
I think it's either going to be Daenerys.
I want to know what the girl with the covered
that.
face is about. Remember the girl with the covered face that went and talked to Jorah? Like, we're never going to go revisit her again?
Oh, yeah, in Season 2.
That knew all kinds of stuff about Daenerys.
Yeah.
Like, she's never going to get back and revisit it again? Like, that's just crazy that just got dropped completely.
I guess Missandei lost her plot armor from last episode. Yeah, I guess. Like, she was just in the crypts. But there were things in the crypts. But, oddly, I'm more pissed about Ghost being ditched by Jon than Rhaegal or Missandei. Those just had my emotions raging. That was weird.
Yeah.
And he gave up
I can
Ghost,
understand the night, the wildlings.
Maybe they just
to
don't want to have to keep paying to have Ghost in all the episodes, and there's a lazy way to not pay for that.
That is
Fucked up.
Ghost hasn't done shit in a long. Like, we didn't even get to see Ghost in the Battle of the Bastards.
No, they just ran. They probably don't want to pay. Now that they have so many dragon scenes, they probably don't want to pay the CGI to do.
But
the
I feel like the CGI would be a lot easier on Direwolves.
Oh, on Direwolves, yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly.
I don't know.
So, but yeah, no, like it does feel kind of off. So yeah, that was something that I was kind of thinking. Like, they did make a point for Bran to mention earlier in the episode that I've been spending most of my time in the past.
Yeah.
I'm mostly in the past now.
Yeah, that's a good point. They did bring that up.
So they brought up that Bran is mostly in the past.
For what reason, though, too?
We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really haven't revealed much about Bran since he turned into the three-eyed raven.
Yeah, and that he said he didn't have any want to be the Lord of
Winterfell, right. Well, he also said to Jaime in, 2 episodes ago that he is no longer Brandon's daughter.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
So, but that's what I was saying as far as, like, you know, warding back into someone and getting them to say something over and over and over again. Like, it was something that was theorized back in season 6, but now that there's only 2 episodes left, I don't know if we're actually even going to really have much time to...
they have to do something with Bran because I am super frustrated. I need to know more about what the heck he's doing. I feel like he's a bigger part of this.
Yeah. The thing is, with an all-knowing character like that, it's hard for them to... Because if they still want people to be surprised by things, there's only so much that they can show on screen of him saying. Like, last season, like, the Littlefinger thing, like, Bran was wasn't Bran kind of helping Sansa and Arya plot that whole thing?
Probably.
Like... but they just don't show it on screen, so it'll be a surprise. I think
I see.
It's kind of what I think Bran's role is right now, but like they just don't want.
I wonder what his motive is now. Like, if the Night King is done, and the White Walkers have been fully defeated, what is Bran's role as a three-eyed raven? What is the role of the three-eyed ravens now? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Well, like I was trying to say to Bran earlier, I thought it was too much of a clean wrap-up when Tormund was saying that he was taking all the wildlings back to the north.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody was just going to, like, go back to the way things were. And Jon was going to march forth for this battle, but everybody else was going to kind of, like, keep on kicking in the north. And I'm like, it didn't sit well with me because I don't...
Oh, what if they come back? What if they get attacked and killed and the White Walkers come back with them?
Right.
What if that happens, actually? And that's when Ghost comes back, too. That's why they sent Ghost off.
Right.
What if this next episode,
It's
while they're
not
fighting,
over.
the White Walkers actually come back
Which
again
would also
and kill
bring
Tormund?
in the dream where everything's winter in King's Landing.
Yeah, if
at
it's
one
like
point.
episode 6, that's where that happens.
Yeah.
Because who would that leave back that'd only leave Sansa back in Winterfell.
Yeah.
Because Arya's
coming
gone.
south with the
Yeah.
Hound. Man,
And
they're really pushing for Arya to kill Cersei and for the Hound to kill the Mountain.
Well, I'd like to see the Hound kill the Mountain.
But what if that doesn't happen? And what if maybe the Hound does kill the Mountain but then dies? What if Arya tries to kill Cersei but then dies?
I'd
actually be okay with that.
Right?
I would too.
But not,
if
but
Arya
not
kills Cersei, it's just like, okay, why is anyone else even in this show? Just let Arya kill everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think Cersei will kill Arya though, but I do think Arya might die.
Yeah.
I think she might. She said she wasn't coming back.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. And I also
She's
feel like
planning
the
on dying.
finality of it being with what's his name, with Gendry.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm not that. I think she might die, and I think the Hound is gonna die too. I think they're right about what they said.
But it would be nice if the Hound died while he killed his horrifying brother.
Yeah, that's
I mean, everyone wants Clegane Bowl.
Yeah.
And at this point,
what if the Hound?
What
if the Mountain is the one who kills Arya?
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, and then the Hound
goes
crazy.
crazy and kills them. And kills
That would
the
be
Mountain,
cool.
And then dies in the process, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, Bronn's threat to Jaime and Tyrion
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at his turnaround, you know?
He was kind of negative about it. Not
very,
negative, but I guess it was just really about money at that point.
It was really bitter.
He's
like,
bit about that.
That is
But still, he had built such a
money and women
relationship between the two brothers.
Episode 1, like the first, episode 5 or whatever, the first time you meet Bronn, like when he's in the Eyrie with Tyrion, always been about money and women.
Sure, but they created such a good relationship between the three of them that I feel like... I don't know. I don't know why he would... I don't know.
Well, but now the question is, if Bronn hears that one of the dragons is dead, does that shift the tide of battle enough that Bronn is gonna just head back north and just finish the deed anyway? You know?
But if he does, neither of them are there.
Yeah, I would say now he's technically, I guess he'd be at King's Landing again because so is Tyrion and now...
Well, he doesn't know that Jaime...
It's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jaime, I think, yes, when he heard that they were gonna go, like, kill Cersei, that he's concerned for her because he's always loved her and he's done horrible things for her and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think that once he gets there and sees her in action, doing all these horrifying things, that maybe his motives might change a little bit.
True.
I mean,
especially after his encounter with Brienne and everything.
I wonder if she'll murder Tyrion.
I would still much rather Jaime kill Cersei rather than Arya.
No, same.
I mean, and they're trying to make it seem like, you know, he's still in love with Cersei, and he admits like how crazy she is, and like Jaime did have a little bit of a turning point, actually being able to connect with Brienne, but
I think maybe that'll make him hesitate doing all these things for Cersei, is because he's experienced this other relationship that, you know, he's changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
From, I don't know. I would love to see him turn around and kill Cersei instead of going back to try to save her.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what they're setting out for, is that they think that he's going back to save her. Maybe he'll even try to save her, but then, sure enough. But then the thing is that him killing her kills his baby that he knew about.
Yeah.
True. I feel like she's already forsaken this kid. Like, yeah, this kid's gonna die. I don't know that she really cares about the baby anymore.
True.
I mean, we did see her kind of tear up and get...
that was another thing that was just bothering me, because Euron was right there as Tyrion.
Maybe he'll bring it up later, though, honestly.
Like
how did your little whatever,
maybe
his brother know about the baby?
Maybe somebody sent a raven that, you know...
The queen is pregnant, but...
It was a secret, though. It wasn't, widely spread, was it?
No.
Maybe, but, it's stuff that they haven't talked about. But the thing is, if Euron has half a brain...
I don't know that he does.
He was right next to Cersei as Tyrion was just like, oh yeah, you know, to protect your child, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, really?
He's also daft enough to think that she loves him and wants to be with him.
True. Or maybe he knows that she doesn't, but he knows she has to, and now he likes that. Because he did say that he was going to put a baby inside of her and then kill her, didn't he? Or that he would take over, that he would be... He wasn't just planning on being he was planning on putting a child in her and then becoming the ruler. He didn't just plan on being the queen of the...
Well, she said that he would be the ruler of all the seas.
He's just saying that, though. But remember what he said to Yara?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was...
He's like, but I'm going to fuck her first.
Well, no, that was because Yara was saying that she was going to lose.
Right, he said he'd sail away, but I'm just saying, I don't think I think his still plan was to, fuck the queen, get a baby, become king, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think his plan is to be the queen of the king, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't see that for Euron, so I think this...
Yeah, no, he's too power hungry. Well, a lot of people are too power hungry.
Especially if he finds out he doesn't have a stake in this, too. He might even be the one to try to kill...
Cersei?
Yeah.
Try to kill him. Join the other side.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, it's just weird that Jon is so whipped by someone that he can see some of the...
issues.
Maybe when you're in a relationship,
and you're in love.
You're blind. Love is blind.
Yeah, that's true.
But and everyone outside the relationship sees, hey, dude, she's crazy.
She's insane.
I think he does see it.
She's gonna kill you.
I think he does see that she's a little off her rocker,
Right.
especially when they were in the planning room or whatever, when they were talking about what their motives were for attacking King's Landing. Like, the look on his face, because he's listening to what Daenerys wants to do. I know you could tell that he was against it.
Right.
And he was trying to get her to listen to Tyrion and people like that. But he also was hearing his sisters talk, and then the look on Daenerys' face. So he was trying to play both sides of the field, I feel like.
Makes
but
sense.
he loves her, so he's conflicted.
Yeah.
I mean, he did go against what she told him about telling his family.
True.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for next episode. Honestly, I think this is going to be like, this was a build up just like we thought.
Well, yeah,
killed
yeah.
off a few people, but then this next episode is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's I mean, we know that the next episode is directed by the same guy that's directed all the big battles and stuff, so we've at least got that to look forward to.
It would be crazy if they said, like, this will be, like, this is farewell. But what if Tormund comes back as a white? I don't have to keep saying that, but, like, that'd be a funny re-entry to seeing each other.
I think if there was any type of reintroduction of the White Walkers, it would be kind of like a sacrifice. Kind of like, because Bran knows how to create the White Walkers by shoving the dragon glass. Like, there was that ritualistic tree.
Right.
So the North might, because if another dragon goes down, they're going to face overwhelming odds against Cersei.
maybe they'll create more.
Like, they might have to, like, because the Children of the Forest created White Walkers to fight back the First Men.
First Men, yeah.
Or the Andals.
No, it was the First Men.
Yeah,
the
it was
Andals
the First
came
Men.
after.
So it might be that kind of a thing where
Sure.
the North has to.
2 episodes still is not a lot, though, even if they're an hour and a half long.
Right.
Unless you said that one of the spin-offs is going to be the Long Night.
So they'll just reintroduce
Maybe they're just going to set it
I just
up
hate
for
that. I just hate that they got defeated at one point and then they came back. So what's stopping them this time that Bran didn't even bring up? I don't like Bran's not even talking about it.
Yeah.
Bran saw how he was defeated the first time. Could see at least. Yet he's not saying, at least he's completed, or my job is, or, you know what I'm saying? He's just still quiet, talking about living in the
like
past.
I said, I think that's just the show writers not wanting to have Bran talk, because if Bran says too much, then the audience knows too much, you know?
Oh, I see.
Well, maybe if he thinks that he says too much, the path that he sees will completely change. I don't know.
Doctor Strange did.
Yeah.
Like, he's basically Doctor Strange, but that doesn't a Doctor Strange that doesn't do anything that we know of.
Yeah, because you did say he's been living in the past a lot,
Yeah.
so maybe he's like studying for something right now.
Yeah.
Bran the Builder, and they have to rebuild the wall.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Maybe they.
Because didn't they beat off the White Walkers and then build the wall?
Yes.
And then it stopped them from returning,
people
right?
people nowadays think it's to hold back the wildlings, but yeah.
So then they're gonna have to. He's gonna have to learn how to rebuild that portion.
Maybe,
of the wall.
unless there's a.
If the White Walkers are completely gone, what's the point?
If the White Walkers are completely
what's the
gone,
point in they've already
we're still holding out hope
befriended
that the White
Harlequins.
Walkers aren't completely gone. Whether they are not completely dead already, or whether they come back through another ritualistic.
I think something's going to happen because I think it's just too happy for Tormund to just go back to the north and live his little happy wildling life.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I just think something's going to happen.
With Ghost.
Yeah, something's going to go down.
No, that's true. I agree. It was too like.
I don't know what it is, but something's going to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are saying it's going to be bittersweet, and
I
maybe
think it should be.
maybe
bittersweet. Like we wish we had a better ending, but we're still happy we watched the show. Like that kind of bittersweet.
No.
I'm hoping not.
It will. I'm pretty sure it will end the way that the books end, because George R. R. did tell them the ultimate ending, and he gave them some bullet points along the way.
Right.
Like Hodor was a bullet point. Shireen being burned alive was a bullet point.
Well, yeah.
John coming back to life.
Right.
Actually, I read that Shireen did not get killed like that in the books.
She's not dead in the books yet. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Right.
That's what I'm saying is that these are some of the bullet points George R. R. gave the show writers.
Sure.
For like things that will happen.
I think they've already said.
And so they've already hit most of those bullet points. They're kind of creating a lot of their own stuff, and the last big twist will be the actual George R. R. Martin twist.
Maybe not. I heard that the show is going to end differently than the books.
Really?
Are you sure about that?
I thought I did. I might be wrong.
I'll double check on that.
I might be wrong, but I heard that they were going to be different.
I hope not.
The path to the end is going to be different, but I'm pretty sure the end is going to be the same.
I don't know.
But so that they can so that they can protect Jar Jar's ending for himself and not for like their own.
I mean, that's what I would like at this point. The way that the show is going.
Honestly,
at this point, I just hope I wouldn't mind if it was different, but
I think it might be.
Well, we'll
honestly.
see. All right. So, any other things? So, basically, word's out that Jon's a Targaryen.
Right? Yeah.
Told. I guarantee that Arya will keep her word to not tell anyone, but Sansa's
already broken her word.
Sansa told Tyrion.
Tyrion
told
Varys.
Varys knows with fucking all the little birds too, so I'm
and he's like, it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna find out.
Protecting the realm and doing what's best for the realm. I think he's just gonna try to like.
Yeah, I'm sure by the time Jon gets to King's Landing, everybody knows who he is.
So, is this validation? Is this episode validation to everyone that has been wary of Daenerys this whole time? Because
me?
There are people that have defended Daenerys
like me
to no end.
That I've been fighting since the beginning.
Any little criticism of Daenerys, they're just like, well, but what about?
How could you? She's the breaker of chains. She's the mother of dragons. She's the unsullied.
She was, and she has changed. Her motives are totally different.
But also,
when she started.
Let's go back to thinking about the fact that she hung up the Masters.
That's true. I think that's when she started going downhill.
Doing crazy shit.
I feel like that's when she started going downhill because she had a throne room in there.
And even though the witch killed her, I think killing that witch was like a crazy thing for her too, because she had the witch killed that like was the reason why.
Well, that was during.
That was way back.
The dragons being born.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think she's had this like inner dragon in her that just is like untamed.
And it's been taking over as she gets older.
Slowly, and the more and more this next episode, she's about to go crazy.
I think she's just as crazy as her brother. At this point,
yeah, probably more now at this point because now she's had all this loss and all this pain and frustration.
I mean,
she burned down all of King's Landing.
Varys made a very good point.
And I think it's kind of interesting how. Sorry, continue. I will.
Varys had a very good point about how she's supposed to come to King's Landing to save these people, and what she's really doing is murdering them all.
True.
And she's like, I'm trying to. Get rid of the world of tyrants. I'm like, that is very tyranty of you to murder all of the innocent people just so that you can get a chair.
Yeah.
True.
It's like, I want to bring peace and prosperity to everyone, but I got to kill some... I don't care the cost.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what a tyrant says.
And she has to understand she's... Like, even saying, like, she's not even saying, let's rule together, Jon, or, like...
She's like, shut up and be my bitch.
Yeah, if she actually cared about the people being taken care of...
She would know Jon was a good person,
She knows Jon is a good person. Like, ruling together shouldn't matter.
Exactly.
Like, and she's all, it's my chair, it's my chair, I deserve it.
Don't say anything to anyone, I don't want
Don't say anyone to anyone, even though you're the one that technically deserves it.
You know what I'm hoping happens is that she actually comes to a realization that her power struggle is the reason that all of the people that she's had around her has died, that she's loved, and so hopefully that has a realization to where she can't just keep going.
She won't have that realization.
I'm hoping she does.
So, what made Cersei go crazy? The death of her kids. Daenerys views the dragons as her kids.
What made her go crazy?
That's true.
Her kids. True.
So, like,
she was already kind of crazy before any of the dragons died, though.
Like, who is the Mad Queen? Now, the thing, like I said, nothing is confirmed yet. Daenerys hasn't done anything yet. We've seen her pissed. So, maybe they'll pull something out of left field and Daenerys will actually be a good person.
I don't know.
But, it's, I mean...
2 episodes left. So.
2 episodes left. We'll find out, in 2 weeks.
Who says there can't be 2 Mad Queens?
Right?
They're both mad.
So, yeah, we shall see. But yeah, no, like, always caution. Always caution.
Yeah, seriously.
Like,
I've been saying this
I don't like to pose absolutes. And George R. R. Martin doesn't like absolutes. He usually does. He says that nobody is truly evil or truly good, except, well, the Night King is a show thing. Like, the Night King is not actually in the books, but
the Night King is not in the books.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
So
he's not coming.
the Night King is not in the book. And that he had like absolutely no character development, and so that flies in the face of basically the whole there is no just pure evil, there is no just pure good. At this point, as far as we know, the Night King was just pure evil.
So I wonder
because we have no.
I wonder then through the books,
knowledge of
who's controlling the White Walkers when they come.
They're the others. Like they don't call them the white. Well, I mean they sometimes call them White Walkers, but they're
call them
like
the others.
They're the
Yeah,
others.
they do.
There is mention of the Great Other, which is
would probably be the Night King.
No, technically the Great Other I believe is actually a god like the Lord of Light, but the antithesis of the Lord of Light.
I see.
So Azor Ahai fought back the darkness of the Great Other. But so. And they have mentions of Night's King, who was a Stark, who was the 13th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, who fell in love with a wildling girl and married her, and she became the Ice Queen and whatever. But
maybe that's true though. You know, it was so long ago.
Right, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, like, there is no true good, there is no true evil. There's always shades of gray. Except for the Night King, maybe, I guess. Night King was pure evil because we never were given any information about him other than he wants to erase all human memory.
Yeah.
And that's just what Bran says.
Well, wasn't that his purpose being created, though, to wipe out
to help the children of the forest fight back men.
But then he went and killed the children of the forest, so you can't say that was his only motive because he went to kill the children of the forest.
Well, it was a power that they couldn't end up controlling. Like, they created him thinking that they could control them, but...
That's what I'm saying. They can't just be to end all mankind because they also ended all of life in general by trying to.
But yeah.
But if that's kind of what they created, I mean, maybe they just didn't realize what they had done.
Yeah.
True.
So, again, they've tried to throw things that, like, make you think a certain thing and then come sideways. I mean, a lot of people have been seeing this side of Daenerys for a long time.
Me.
There are some people that still, even after this episode, will probably defend her.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't like her anymore. I really don't.
We'll see.
You know, like, anything can still happen. They are setting it up for Daenerys to also be a bad guy.
We'll see.
So, we'll see. Until next week, though, thanks for watching. Valar Ulysses.